Tax Tip Tuesday is brought to you by PorterKinney, the Tri-Cities Premier CPA Firm.
It is 6:38. You're watching Wake Up Northwest, and it's time for Tax Tip Tuesday. I'm joined by Chris and Porter. Good morning. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Good. Thanks for coming in. And we are talking about tax payment options this morning. Reaching the deadline here pretty soon.
That's right. Just 1 week.
Yeah, if you haven't done it yet, it's time. It is time to do so. So what options do people have when it comes to payment options?
Well, first of all, if you know the deadline is approaching in 1 week, which it is,
yes,
and you can't pay your taxes that are due, make sure you at least file a tax return. That's the biggest mistake people make, is they think that just by not filing, the problem will somehow go away.
And that just applies in every area of life. They don't just go away.
That's right, they don't go away,
yeah.
Especially not this one.
Exactly.
So you need to file a return. If you don't file a return by April 18th or an extension, you're going to get a failure to file penalty, which is a huge penalty. It could be as much as 10 times worse than the penalty for filing and not paying.
Yikes.
So you want to make sure you file a return.
Of course.
But second of all, if you file a return and you can't pay the balance due, there are at least two options. Number one, if you could pay the total balance due within 4 months of the deadline, so that brings us to what, mid-August?
Right.
Then just pay by then. Just pay by mid-August.
Okay.
If you need to stretch out the payment further than that, you could set up an installment agreement with the IRS.
Okay. And so when it comes to like an installment agreement or those payments until August, is there an interest thing that's incorporated in, any fees, things that, you know, the fine print there that people want to know about?
Yes, the short answer is yes. They're going to charge interest about 3% a year, and they're going to charge a failure to pay penalty of about 0.5% per month.
Interesting.
So even if you set up an installment agreement, you want to pay it off as quickly as possible.
Right.
Because this is probably going to be more interest than like the average car loan or home mortgage.
Yikes. All right. Well, good news. You do have a week, so we're not past that deadline yet, but you only have a few days left. So if you haven't already, please get with your CPA or get those taxes filed.